So hello everyone, welcome back to another NPSC Mains program. So ajila topic tike ajukulo it will be General Studies 1, that is MCQ on modern history. So Nagaland de tinda aje, that is first is essay topic, that is essay, and next tike ajukulo General Studies 1, or next General Studies 2. That is GS1 as or next to GS2 as. So GS1 there the MCQ as for practice. MCQ practice as means MCQ as for modern history, current affairs, maths, and Nagaland and science base. So today's topic will be modern history for General Studies 1, and as well as for prelims also it will be very important. So ajila lesson dike 18th century to 1857, that is the first war of Indian independence taka ase MCQ do, and this MCQ is very important for practice. So let us start. First question number 1. The tendency for increased litigation was visible after the introduction of the land settlement system of Lord Cornwallis in 1793. The reason for this was normally traced to which of the following provision? Is it A, making zamindari position stronger vis-a-vis the riot, making East India Company an overlord of the zamindars, making judicial system more efficient, or none of the above? So itu ko 1793 de Cornwallis pa Land Settlement Act introduce kura bijide itu litigation ki kan court case kan bishi uti jise. So what was the reason for this? So itu reason de ki ase kan huti ase. So the reason is that itu Lord Cornwallis to ke jugule to taiba judicial plan shuru koise 17 itu 987 de aro itu ba ke jugule to itu court fee do tai 1787 de tai judicial plan shuru koise oda de court fee means court mon paisa de do itu hatai dije. That means court te fee dibulo na pare. That means sob mono like case to, for example ekta mono tai case diu majek, so court ke paisa ni dena he can freely like without any cost they do case to log over. So this was the reason for increased litigation. So that means court la fee do abolish korone. So since ABC de eco court fee la mention korna nai, so the answer is option number D, that is none of the above, A, B and C. I hope you're clear. Let us go to the next question. Question number 2. With reference to the right-wari settlement, consider the following statements. Right-wari settlement. Right-wari settlement do, first of all, kunba shuru korise? That is Thomas Munro. Thomas Munro ba shuru korise kitia 1820 de shuru korise. So let us see what are the statements. Number 1, the rent was paid directly by the peasants to the government. Number 2, the government gave patas to the riots. The land was surveyed and assessed before being taxed. So what are the itu tinta statement there right-wari system under the case? So right-wari system do mo condition Munro ba shuru 1820 de udo directly like itu peasant means udo farmer kan aro government lodi direct link direction. That means one is correct. Itu do sure as one is correct. Number 2 is the government gave patas to riots. So government patas to hoy, that is the itu public kange didi dishe patas to. For example one ekta system zamindari system to zamindari system itu Cornwallis la time de 1793 la do ki ajukule do government aro like farmer, that is itu zamin ki koy farmers la mojode ekta middleman de zamindar kona. So itu ba tai tax mangor tai ba zamindar ba farmers ke tax mangor tai la katlu na government ge do. So middleman ta tai zamindari system de holy be right-wari system do itu middleman do nai, that is government will directly deal with the farmers. So that is because of this means itu farmers kange power directly government kange tax dule power din has under right-wari system. And number 3 is land was surveyed and assessed before being taxed. This one is also correct because idu survey la bode means idu suppose ekta mati to kiman fertile ase idu la bode tax thailu le means mati to bishi fertile le jona you'll be taxed more. So since 1 2 and 3 are under the right word system, so the answer is option number C, that is 1 2 and 3. I hope you understood this. Let us go to the next question. Question number 3. Consider the following. Assessment of land revenue on the basis of nature of the soil and the quality of crops. Number 1. Use of mobile cannons in warfare and cultivation of tobacco and red chili. So itu tinda do kundu introduce krise English kamba. So first of all, assessment of land revenue on the basis of nature of soil and quality of crops. So this was not introduced by the English. Itu do already mon Mughal Empire that is the ki kan itu Akbar la time tv and alag time tv dekhche. So this is not correct. Means English na England kan na English kan na time tv in ancient and modern in medieval India it already dekhche. So one is not there. So one to eliminate group. So 2 and 3 are none of this opposition. Next to use of mobile cannons in warfare. Mobile cannons bhi thakane because idu Babur banishe in to Mughal Empire kamba anishe. So 2 is also wrong. So idu 2 be wrong ase. And cultivation of tobacco and chili. Tobacco do Portuguese combination, not the British. So since 1 2 and 3 be correct no, so British kamba equal nane. So it is none of this. Option number D. I hope you're clear. Let us go to the question number 4. What was the objects or of the Queen Proclamation of 1858? First of all, Queen's Proclamation there is the Revolt of 1857 though. Great Indian Revolt of 1857 oh the kumba idu Indian Empire kan idu England manonke revolt kurse, and because of this total control of the East India Company under the British Crown anishe through the Government of India Act of 1857 and the Queen's Proclamation. Queen ba program kurse ki ida do India do tala under tese guna. So tala objects to ki ase tala first to disclaim any intention to annex Indian states, to place the Indian administration under the British Crown, and to regulate East India's company trade with India. So what is the answer? The answer is Save. Agede koina je ki mon is uto Queen's Proclamation bijde tan proclaim kurse, that is the Queen Victoria dekshe utunde to Queen Victoria complain tai ba proclaim kurse ita do after 1857 kite means notun territory de kitabe ita do annex no under the British Crown. That is puila do for example the Punjab, the Marathis or ki kan so means tan claim karna chiji through the Treaty of Lahore or first battle of the first Anglo-Maratha War, Anglo-Mysore War enka. So annex kuri gurna chado 1857 de rukhi chiji do ita do notun territory annex no. So ito proclaim kura karne they did not have any intention to claim. So one is correct. Next, to place the Indian administration under British Crown. Moi ba ake konishna after the 1857 revolt itu East India Company la power to hatai disida do under direct control of the British Crown or the British government. So 1 and 2 is correct. So are to regulate East India Company trade. So East India Company trade it is not viable because to them the East India Company totally dismantle kurna diksha. So itu iku lena dena takane with East India Company because by the time the all under the British Crown de jaja. So 1 and 2 is correct, not 3. So 1 and 2 so actually the option number A is the correct answer. So I hope you're clear. Let us go to the next question. Question number 5. Who among the following was associated with the introduction of the right wari settlement in India during the British rule? So we know the zamindari system though Cornwallis is and right wari to Thomas Monroe is and Mahal wari system to Mackenzie konaze. So this question was asked in NPSC 2019 also this question. So udu itu tindala mojete kunaze. Cornwallis though he is not under the right wari, he is under the permanent settlement or the zamindari system. So one to eliminate hoise or Thomas Reed or Alexander Reed or Thomas More 2 and 3 as a. So the answer is option number C. That is 2 and 3 is the correct answer. Next question. Let us go to the next question. That is question number 6. The staple commodities of the export by the English East India Company from Bengal in the middle of the 18th century were kiki as a. That is Bengal. The Bengal ba East India Company alag alag jaga de kiki export kore. So we have to choose the options. That is number India de cotton pai dekshe. So cotton is correct. So aro silk dekshe, saltpeter aro opium. Itu sob dekshe. So India de सबसे important crop to like textile dekshe. So if you look at the textile, cotton or silk is a part of the textile. So option number D is the correct answer. Let us go to question number 7. That is, which one of the following statement does not apply to the system of subsidiary alliance introduced by Lord Wellesley? So Lord Wellesley ba subsidiary alliance introduce kuche kidia 1798 de. Idu Hyderabad to first election. So idu subsidiary alliance la under the case gulido suppose ek the kingdom aja. So idu ek the kingdom aja kui the kingdom of Hyderabad, the Nizam of Hyderabad yeah, or like the British Empire aja. So through the subsidiary alliance British Empire ba because they are superior in power down the weapons kan bal dekshe down the standing army or organized army sab dekshe. So ki hoise gulido ek the treaty sign korise subsidiary alliance la. Idu ki hoise gulido kitia idu alliance to sign kro idu Nizam of Hyderabad to tai British Empire British manola army cholo British manola ki koe weapons hi cholo and tanla army command kro alak like French kan or Portuguese kan idu hala army do no cholo. That is only British manone ki employ kro aro idu army kan ki maintain korle idu king idu Nizam of Hyderabad la porde tanla khalu adi sob to. So kundu under the nahe goze. First, to maintain a large standing army at others' expense. So 7 do means option number A do correct ase. To keep India safe from Napoleonic danger. Utu time to do Napoleon do ekda bishi tangor force thekje under the British under the French Empire. Aro so idu bi correct ase, A and B correct ase. And to secure fixed income for the company, fixed income the kulikina nai just that idu army the maintain grow like and to establish British paramountcy over the Indian states. So D also is correct. Subsidiary alliance under the kali British monarchy employ grow. So A, B or D the correct is only C is not under the subsidiary alliance. So option number C is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 8. Next question, question number 8. Economically, one of the results of the British rule in India in the 19th century was case. So 19th century, that is 1800s fale British kan India de abijide ki result korse economically goes, not politically, not socially, but economically case. Increase in export of Indian handicrafts wrong also because Indian handicrafts to pura hat katina phelai dije dan because factories kan aise so textile kan cheap hoje cheap etu British goods kan to Indian te sell gorose. That means Indian handicrafts to pura demolish hoje. So A the wrong hoje. Next B, growth in the number of Indian owned industries. Indian and ketabe own corner factories because they were very poor. Majority of the industries to under the British taxation. So option number B is also wrong. Number C, commercialization of Indian agriculture. Indian agriculture commercialized because ita do commercialized means ke it grow gorda khawole consumption in a bigger grow. So British manondo Indian manoge force korje to grow crops like jute or indigo ito concept to. So C is the correct answer. Option number D, rapid increase in urban population. Urban population to increase korna in the 1900s kali ito urban population to increase korja. So option number C is the correct answer. That is commercialization of Indian agriculture. So I hope you are clear. Let us go to the next question. Question number 9. with reference to the modern history of India, consider the following reforms. What's dispatch? Laying down of first railway line connecting Bombay and Thane without remarriage act or suppression of Thaki. So, which of the following reforms were introduced by Dalhousie? Dalhousie was key introduced koriya. That is, first, what's dispatch? What's dispatch to kita shuru koriya 1854 de. Aro Dalhousie la taila time nan dose 1848 de daise India de aro tai wapas kita jiji 1856 de jiji edije Lord Canning badake replace koriya. So what's dispatch to kita shuru koriya 1854. So taila under is so one is correct. Laying down of first railway line between Bombay and Thane correct because itu kita hoje 1853 division. Next, without remarriage act bi 1856 bi shuru koriya. Dalhousie ba shuru koriya but implement to idu ki koy pass to type of koriya ole implement to Lord Canning ba koriya. So 1 2 and 3 is also correct. Suppression of Thaki to under Lord Dalhousie takana itu to Lord William Bentinck la time direction. So 4 the wrong ase. That is 1 2 and 3 is the correct answer. So 1 2 3 the option number A is the correct answer. I hope you are clear with this. Let us go to question number 10. Which one of the following statement is incorrect with reference to the Treaty of Sugauli signed during the British period? Treaty of Sugauli to kun or kun la under sign koriya. First of all, Treaty of Sugauli it was signed between the English, the British and the Nepalese. Aro itu kita sign koriya gulu te 1816 de shuru sign koriya. Treaty of Sugauli 1816 de. So itu treaty la under de kuntu correct nohoi koje. First of all, Treaty of Sugauli. As a result of the treaty, Nepal agreed to withdraw from Sikkim. So itu correct ase. Means Nepal to Sikkim ba hati jawo. Correct ase. Option number B. The treaty gave better facilities to British for trade with Central Asia. Since Nepal the treat means rasta kolije do China lo do treat like itu trade kurle bishi opportunity kolije. So correct B also. The Indian government got access to the Chumbi Valley. So Chumbi Valley do facility do thakane. That is Chumbi Valley do access kurle thakane. Only Shimla or Kiki 9 in all connection Chumbi do thakane. And option number D. After the treaty, the Gorkhas joined the British Indian Army in large numbers. So we now have Gorkha regiment in the Indian Army. So idu Treaty of Sugauli ba sign koriya 1816 under the. So the option number C is not the correct answer. I hope you're clear. Let us go to question number 11. He stopped the export of sandalwood, pepper, and cardamom through the ports of his kingdom, and this allowed local merchants from trading with the company. He also established a close relationship with the French in India and modernized his army with their help. He died defending his capital in 1799. Who was he? 1799 to 1799 only one man comes to the mind, that is Tipu Sultan. Tipu Sultan to die Anglo-Mysore War. First Anglo-Mysore War, second Anglo-Mysore War, third Anglo-Mysore War, or fourth Anglo-Mysore War 1799 de tai mori jeche. So tai aura French lo de bishi link up pal dekhche. So the answer is Tipu Sultan. Hyder Ali be dekhche, but Hyder Ali to tai second first or second Anglo-Mysore War de mori jeche. Or Tipu Sultan the last battle of Seringapatam de mori jeche. So Tipu Sultan is the correct answer. That is option number B. Question number 12. Consider the following statements regarding the Anglo-Sikh War. So Anglo-Sikh War do kita shuru koriya 1845 pa shuru koriya. 1845 pa shuru koriya Anglo-Sikh War do. So question number 1, option number 1. The first Anglo-Sikh War was fought between British and Maharaja Ranjit Singh. So Maharaja Ranjit Singh la time de fight kilane, because Maharaja Ranjit Singh do tai British colony close relationship because he did not want to mess with the British. So but also we know that Maharaja Ranjit Singh to tai 1839 te mori jaise to. Aro first Anglo Sikh War 1845 pursue korche. That is, how can he be dead and still participate? So wrong ase to. By already 1839 te mori aro first Anglo Sikh War 1845 te shuru korche to. Next, Lord Hardinge was a Governor General during the second Anglo Sikh War. So Lord Hardinge takanai it was Lord Dalhousie. Second Anglo Sikh War do idula time de Dalhousie deise 1848 palina 1856 tak deise Lord Dalhousie second Anglo Sikh War. So Lord Hardinge do takanai it was Lord Dalhousie. Question number option number 3. The Sikh ceded the Jalandhar Doab to the British under the Treaty of Lahore. So Treaty of Lahore do idu Maharaja Ranjit Singh na time de deise ar taiba idu boundary ekta set kurule tai idu di dise. So the answer is what? Option number D. That is only 3 is the correct answer. 1 and 2 do wrong ase. I hope you are clear with this. Next, question number 13. Which of the following events happened during the tenure of Lord Ripon? Lord Ripon ba la time de ki hoise enactment of Vernacular Press Act. So Vernacular Press Act to 1881 de 1878 te shuru hoise na Vernacular Press Act to tai enact korne tai kali repeal korise. So Vernacular Press Act tala under the repealation not enact. So wrong ase. Second Afghan War do thakane it was in 1878. It is Lord Lytton na time des. So it be wrong ase. Appointment of Hunters Commission 1882 de dekhse. So number 3 is correct. Lord Ripon though he was a very good Governor General because he believed in the welfare of the Indians. So tai Hunters Commission idu education karne tai introduce korche. And the first Factories Act idu bajaange factories te kam grown idu karne Factories Act 1881 de introduce korche. So 3 and 4 is the under Lord Ripon. So 3 and 4 is correct. We can see question option number D is the correct answer. Question number 14. Which of the following battle is or correct regarding the battles of Panipat? So battle of Panipat to tinda kilise 1526 de 1556 or 1761 de kilise tinda de. First, the first battle of Panipat marked the beginning of the Mughal Empire in India. Correct ase because 1526 de Babur ba Ibrahim logi defeat korna for Mughal Empire established korche. 1 is correct. Next. Number 2. The second battle of Panipat was fought between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. Second battle though under Akbar and Hemu Vikram Aditya Daksha. So 2 is wrong. Next. 3. The ambition of Marathas to gain influence in the North India was one of the main causes of the third battle of Panipat. So correct ase itu Marathas or Afghans la war daksha. The third battle of Panipat 1761 de oda de idu Afghans kan jidise. So 3 is correct. So 1 and 3 is correct. So the option is option number C is the correct answer. Question number 15. With reference to the advent of Portuguese in India, which of the following statement is correct? Number 1. Portuguese kan abije dan ki shuru korche. The Portuguese established its first factory at Cochin. So Cochin the first factory established korche Portuguese kamba. It is wrong because Cochin dinina it was established at Calicut or Kozhikode. C-A-C-I-L-I-C Calicut they established korche. So 1 is wrong. Cochin dinina Calicut is the permit system for ships was introduced by Francisco de Almeida. So Francisco de Almeida ba nina it was started by Alfonso de Albuquerque. That is Alfonso ba shuru korche. So Alfonso is regarded as the real founder of Portuguese power in India. Number 3. Alfonso de Albuquerque abolished the practice of sati system in Goa. So Alfonso do tai sati system abolish korche kitia 1515 de abolish korche. So number 3 is correct. Next, the Portuguese governor Nina de Guna shifted the capital from Kochi to Goa. So Itu mano deshi Nino da Gunao itu paiba shift korje from Kochi to Goa. So 3 and 4 is correct. 1 and 2 is wrong. So the answer is 3 and 4. Option number C is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 16. With reference to Farrukhsha's Farman of 1717, which of the following statement is or are correct? Option number A. The concessions under Farman was only available in Bengal. So Farrukhshah Farman issue korje. Idu ekta British manoange that is golden Farman do introduce korje. So number 1 though, the concession under the Farman was only available in Bengal. So Bengal de ekla dhane alag tibi dekhche, that is Hyderabad, Gujarat tibi dekhche. So wrong ase. Number 2, the East India Company was exempted from export duty but not from import duty. So wrong ase. Both export and import pa exempted dekhche under the golden Farman. So neither 1 or 2 to correct ase. So the answer is option number D, that is neither 1 or 2. Question number 17. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the golden Farman? So golden Farman is actually Farrukhshah gona ekta manu dekhche, that is he was the Mughal emperor. So tai bimar hoje or British manu ba tai heal korche, tai means tai treatment didise. So in creditive way tai Farman dise British manu ange. To golden Farman to ke jugule to tai tax concession aro idu ki koi Bengal, Hyderabad, Gujarat tax means trade kurle tangi freedom dishe without any tax. So this is the golden Farman. Or the 1717 introduced korche. So what is correct? It gave East India Company the right to collect the revenue of Bengal and Orissa. Option number A. That is Bengal or Orissa egla nina. It was given to other states also. So wrong as do. Next, so it gave the East India Company the privilege to freely trade in the ports of Golconda. So option number B is the correct answer. Question number 18. He started off at a high post in his country's trading company in Pondicherry and went on to become the governor of Chandranagore and later the director general of his country's colony in India in 1741. He was conferred with the title of Nawab by the Mughal emperor. He was often at odds with the government in his home country. However, he was a skillful diplomat and administrator who started the trend of interfering in the politics of Indian princes with a view to gain monopoly and trading benefits. Itu manu kun dekhche. So take Nawab bi dishe title though by the Mughal emperor. Aro means British manon do Indian politics they interfere gule tai start korche. So who was the person? So the answer is Mr. C, that is Francis Dupleix. So Francis Dupleix to the French manu dekhche, and because of him the Anglo-French war do tai shuru korche. So Dupleix is the answer, option number C. Question number 19. With reference to the right-of-way settlement system, consider the following statement. Right-of-way system. Settlement was made directly with the cultivators and ryots do not have to pay any revenue when its produce was destroyed by droughts or floods. So we know that right-of-way system it was started by Monroe and Alexander Reed. So ido mo gushi ki right-of-way system the government or ido ryots, that is farmers land de iku middleman direct link dekhche. So one is correct. And option number 2 is not correct because drought but destroy gushi doesn't mean to pay tax pay no kro. We have to pay taxes also. So takan pay to diwul flat island. So the answer is only A, that is option number A. Number 20. With reference to the permanent settlement system during the British rule, consider the following statement. Permanent settlement idu zamindari system no cause. Number 1, the erstwhile zamindar and revenue collectors became the owners of the land. Number 2, it was introduced by Lord Wellesley in Bengal and Bihar. And number 3, the zamindars had to keep only 1/11 of the land revenue they extracted. Question number 20. So idu zamindars or revenue collectors ta land owners section. So it is correct because government or farmers la mojide zamindar raksha. Idu land owner kan bi mate. So zamindar kamba idu middleman nisha raksha. So one is correct. Lord Wellesley by introduced corner. It was started by Lord Cornwallis in 1793. So 2 is wrong. 2 eliminated kursiguludo. Idu bi jaise. And number 3, the zamindars had to keep 1 by 11th of the land revenue. Correct. Because for example, tax to 1100 means rupees 1100 collect kursi. Oh, the zamindar kan 1 by 11. That means 100 rupees rakhibo. Our remaining 1000 do British manange didibo. 1 by 11th of the revenue to tan lu. So the answer is option number C. That is 1 and 3. I hope you're clear. Let us go to the next question. Which of the following crops were introduced by the Europeans in India? Europeans come back kiki introduce crop to. So we know that tobacco do Portuguese come introduce krise 2 do se. That means itu A or C la moji dibo. Tobacco do Portuguese come introduce krise. And also cashew nut. Cashew nut is not indigenous to India. That is cashew nut though. It was introduced by the Portuguese. Our Portuguese come kiki introduce krise do. Papaya, pineapple, or cashew nut. Remaining coffee, cotton do already Indus Valley there. So it is a very old crop. Sugar can be already indigenous to India, and coffee also it was already introduced in India by the Arab kamba shuru. That is coffee do. So 2 or 3 so the answer is C. That is 2 and 3 is the correct answer. Question number 22. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the outcomes of the Battle of Plassey? That is Battle of Plassey though. It was fought between Mir Jafar and the British East India Company. So outcome the case outcome though number 1, Mir Jafar become the Nawab of Bengal. So Mir Jafar Nina, it was Sirajuddaulah aro East India Company likhiche aro hara bijide Mir Jafar to tai Nawab of Bengal. So 1 is correct. Number 2, the British acquired the zamindar of Burdwan, Midnapur and Chittagong from the new Nawab. So option 2 do correct takana. That is Parganas kan under British taxation. So 2 do wrong as the sovereignty of the English over the Calcutta was recognized. So because British kamba idu Nawab ki defeat kuje, that means then they were the new leaders of the Bengal. So 3 be correct as Chittagong to takane only Parganas. It was Parganas to under the British Empire action. That is 1 and 3. So the answer is what? 1 and 3. Option number C. Next. Question number 23. With reference to the advent of the Europeans in India, consider the following statement. Dutch founded their first factory at Mausalipatnam. That is Mausalipatnam the Dutch company first factory they established Croatia. So the answer is correct. 1605 they introduced Croatia. Correct as the English company called the Golden Farman from the Sultan of Golconda. Golden Farman from the Mughal Empire. So wrong as though. The permanent factory of East India Company was established at Surat. So 3 though. Surat established Croatia. Correct as that means it is means the timeline no there no. So Dutch though the Mausalipatnam 1605 the established Croatia. Aro Sultan of Golconda be introduced Croatia in 1632 there. Sorry. Aro permanent factory though kita established 1613 there. Sorry. So first the 1 hour, it is the 3 hour, it is the 2 hour. 1 3 2. The option number B is the correct answer. So Mausalipatnam the 1605 the established Croatia Dutch kamba factory though. Permanent means permanent factory though in East India Company Surat 1613 introduced Croatia. Aro Golden Farman itu Sultan of Golconda babi dice 1632 there. to the English. Next question number 24. Which of the following factors were responsible for the supremacy of the East India Company in India over other European powers? So what made the British more supreme over the other countries? That is French, will be Dutch, will be Danish, will be French, will be English separate question from the other powers. Naval superiority of the Royal Navy of Britain. Correct kasi? It means tangla navy to pichi strong like. Next, stable government in Britain. Britain la government pichi stable because it was under the direct control of the British Crown. Next, East India Company being a private enterprise. Private enterprise though usually private kushigulo they are very efficient in the work. Government under the communist it will be filled with corruption. So 3 is also correct. Effective use of the debt markets by company to fund its wars. So wars can fund to debt market use. So keeping all this in mind, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 seems to be correct. So the answer is option number D. Question number 25. Consider the following statement about Francisco de Almeida. He abolished the practice of sati in Goa. So in the previous question, we have already studied that sati to kun bahasha Alfonso de Albuquerque ba ta abolish korja. So wrong. Next, he acquired Goa from the Sultan of Bijapur. It will be wrong because Alfonso de Guruk ba Alfonso de Albuquerque by ta abolish korja. I've already told you that Francisco de Almeida, even though the first section, the real founder was Francisco de Almeida, the first section, but the real founder of Portuguese power in India was Alfonso de Albuquerque. So 1 or 2 be wrong. So it is D, that is neither 1 nor 2. Question number 26. Consider the pairs with reference to the wars waged by the East India Company and the reason for doing so. Number 1, Anglo-Nepalese War. That is Treaty of Sogoliba Sangoshi 1816 there. So frequent raids by Nepali Gurkhas into adjoining territories in Assam. So it is wrong because itu Nepali kan itu Assam de awole ni na itu to Nagaland action. So 1 is wrong. Number 2, First Anglo-Burmese War. Continuous Burmese expansion towards Assam and Bengal. Correct because Burma can be itu Manipur, Nagaland itu sob to tang capture kore try kore. So 2 is correct. Number 3, the Second Anglo-Afghan War. This is Afghan preference to Russians and refusal to alliance with British. So number 3 is also correct because udula time there Russia can be the strong force section. Or Afghans can than Russians can prefer rather than the British. So 1 the wrong 2 and 3 is correct. So the answer is option number B. That is 2 and 3. Question number 27. Which of the following factors was responsible for the decline of Portuguese power in India? So Portuguese power do ki karne decline hoje. First of all, number 1, diversion of Portuguese attention towards Brazil. And number 2, religious policies of the Portuguese led to hostility towards them. First of all, number 1, Portuguese kan India de nune ita to alag country te focus kora shuru hoise, that is Brazil aru to sobte. So 1 is correct. Next though, religious policies of the Portuguese. Portuguese can be India de bishi religious policy. They tried to convert many Hindus into Christians. So because of this tanke khete dule try good. So 1 or 2 to correct. So 1 and 2 is correct. That is option number C. Question number 28. Which of the following, consider the following statements with reference to the Ahom kingdom. Number 1, it was founded by Chaolong Sukhaba. So King Sukhaba ba Ahom kingdom do shuru korise. So we know this is correct. That is 1 do correct ase. Sukhaba 6 to half 28 de. Aro with reference to this Nagaland lavitai Sukhaba bolikise, that is Buranji Chronicles kona. So 1228 de Sukhaba ba shuru korise Ahom kingdom da Assam de. Number 2, the Assam was ceded to the British India after the Treaty of Yandabo. Yandabo do Treaty of Yandabo the 1826 the sign korise. So correct ase. Udula under the Portuguese means Myanmar do alag korise Burma do aro India British India do alag koriche. So Treaty of Jandobo alag koriche. So 1 and 2 be correct as 3. Forced labor was prevalent in the Ahom kingdom. So this is also correct because Ahom do tan forced labor de depend correction. So 1, 2 and 3 is correct. So the answer is option number D. That is 1, 2 and 3. I hope you are clear. Let us go to the next question. Question number 29. He was the Governor General of Bengal who initiated many reforms in British India. He relieved the zamindars of their police duties and established the post of SP as the head of the district. He separated revenue administration from justice administration. He also banned torturous punishment like chopping of limbs, nose and ears. So itu kun like Governor General of Bengal. So question number 29 la answer to ki it is Mr. Cornwallis. Cornwallis by bishi like revenue administration or policy reforms the bishi anishe aro taiba itu police force by taiba strengthen gushe aro tai under ki anishe Cornwallis code anishe Cornwallis code kona. So Cornwallis code toro tai revenue or justice administration separate kurishe or civil or criminal courts by tai establish kurishe. So the answer is option number B, Cornwallis. Question number 13. Which of the following reforms was introduced by William Bentinck? So Lord William Bentinck ba kiki anisha. Lord William Bentinck do number 1, ring of fence to create buffer zones around the company's territory. Idu William Bentinck takane it was by Warren Hastings. So wrong ase. Number B, separate the judiciary from revenue administration. It is not William Bentinck, it is Lord Cornwallis. Ma agiti kusha. Next, setting up of a law commission under Macaulay. So C is correct. Our abolition of dual system do ido Mr. Warren Hastings ba shuru gurje. Ido Robert Clive ba sob first introduce korna ta hoto tai ido hatai dina Warren Hastings ba shuru gurje. So the answer is option number C. That is setting up of a law commission under Macaulay. Next, question number 31. Which of the following statement is not correct with regard to the socio-economic condition in the 18th century? So socio-economic condition la kundu correct noy India la. Next, coexistence of extreme poverty and extreme luxury. So rich or poor do coexist kuri takane. Means king gando bishi high position dekhisha aro poor gando bishi poor dalis gando bishi poor position dekhisha. So itu correct. Isu correct dekhisha. Next, in India enjoyed favorable balance of trade with exports contributing more than imports. So 18th century ido 1700s there before the advent of the British. So correct kaje that is India do dan equal foreign imports on import corner they have extreme they will live in extreme luxury. So option number B is also correct. Next, techniques of production in agriculture sector remain backward and stagnant because eco like agriculture eco technological advancement thakane. So it was rudimentary and backward and stagnant. So 1, 2 and 3 correct kaje. The slaves status of slave in India was worse than that of Europe. Wrong kaje because slaves can be bishi because it was mostly the king gandakisha. So tangla under the slaves kanto they were in a very well position as compared to the Europeans. So 1, A, B and C to correct kaje. Only D is not wrong. D is not correct. So the answer is D. With reference to the European rule in India, consider the following statement: Battle of Wandiwash, Battle of Bedara, or Battle of Plassey. So Battle of Wandiwash tike jugulto itu French kange khetai dia last battle do it Battle of Wandiwash made. So Battle of Wandiwash to itu tai 1760 de kilisha French power French or English monon 1760 de 31st January 1760 de. Battle of Bedara to itu Dutch kange khetai dije British kamba 1759 de. That means Dutch kange khetai dina last day Battle of Wandiwash de French kange khetai dije hinga babu. Our Battle of Plassey to we know Sirajuddaulah ro ki koy British kan 1757 de kilisha. That means first Battle of Plassey aja It is the Battle of Bedaraja and Battle of Wandi was 3-1. So the answer is option number D. Next, which of the following statement is correct with regarding to the Battle of Plassey? So Battle of Plassey though, the consequence means after Battle of Plassey 1757 kila bijde the result kiki hoise. Next, first dual government in Bengal was introduced by Robert Clive. So dual government introduced koriye Robert Clive pa correct ase. Option number 1 is correct. Number 2, zamindars of 24 Parganas was given to the East India Company. So this is also correct. Or okay, dual government though, after Battle of Plassey it was started after the Treaty of Allahabad. So it wrong as sorry, I'm confusing a little bit. Battle of Plassey 1757 shuru hoise aro Treaty of Allahabad 1764 1765 introduced koise. So after the Battle of Buxar 1765 Treaty of Allahabad so one is wrong, one to correct no. Battle of Plassey under Parganas to East India Company ke diche 2 to correct ase. And decisive role in Anglo-French struggle correct ase because since after the Battle of Plassey Bengal kambi giri jise aro sob Bengal to under British under jise. That means French kange eku position ta na hange power uthi bole. So 3 is also correct. Number 4, the East India Company was granted right to trade in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. Idu B correct ase. That is 2, 3 or 4 is correct. So the answer is option number B, or 2, 3 and 4. Next. And the last question for today is, which of the following actions of the Nawab of Bengal, Mir Qasim, led to the dispute with the East India Company, which finally culminated in the Battle of Buxar in 1764. So Battle of Plassey 1757 khilise na. Idamde Sirajudullah French kan khilise, English kan khilise. Idide Sirajudullah kira bije Mir Jafar kon aise. Mir Jafar ke khedai dinna Mir Qasim aise. So number 1, he shifted his capital from Murshidabad to Munger in Bihar. So it is correct. Kundu action do the Battle of Buxar means lead kursi kono ko is. Next, he abolished all the duties of the internal trade, means internal trade la sob itu tax kondo tai abolish korise. 2 is also correct. And he stripped the company of its right to issue dastaks. Itu wrong as dastaks to tai strip korna. And number 4, he started raising a modern and disciplined lines along the European army along the European lines. So 1, 2 and 4 is correct. So the answer is option number B, that is 1, 2 and 4 is correct. So with this, the modern history lesson number 1 has been completed for the NPSC Mains. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comments below. And I wish you all the best for your NPSC Mains. Thank you.